Hello. The weather's been a tale of two halves through the day. It's been cold but bright in the east, especially east and north, but rather mild and cloudy for many western areas. Here's Gloucester earlier on in the day, some hazy sunshine coming through, but it's really relatively benign weather at the moment because most of the weather-bearing fronts are to the west of us. This one starts to make inroads this evening across Northern Ireland, but the rain gets squeezed out all the time as it gets into western Scotland and western fringes of England and Wales. For most, it's relatively mild overnight because of the cloud and the breeze, but we still keep some holes in the east where we could see some patchy frost. And it's here on Wednesday, once any fog clears, that we'll see the best chance of some sunshine. We're trying to drag in this high pressure, this drier air into the east, whilst we're keeping those weather fronts at bay towards the west. So another fairly quiet weather day. Little rain, perhaps something to start with a little bit more appreciable and later on, but for most of us just nuisance value, just a lot of cloud across southern and western areas, still relatively mild, whilst in the east actually it'll turn brighter through the day. East Anglia, the southeast, possibly the East Midlands, parts of Yorkshire. Further west, under the influence of that southerly breeze, it's milder but rather cloudy with some smatterings of rain, perhaps the Highlands of Scotland. In shelter from that southerly wind, we'll see some breaks in the cloud as well. But actually then through the evening and overnight, that drier air or less cloudy air seeps a little bit further westwards, which means that we may well wake up to a colder morning on Thursday with a touch of frost, certainly in the countryside. And then by the end of play, well, you can see we've got that weather front starting to come in, but the mild air just keeps being squeezed out by our high pressure, our cold air dominating. It might just be later in the week into the weekend before we finally see that change. So Thursday looks like another cold day, colder actually to start, as I mentioned, with a more widespread light frost here and there. More sunshine though, I think, through the day, but not higher temperatures, in fact, notably chillier further west. So for most of us, I think the effect of the wind will make it feel like the coldest day of the week on Thursday. Temperatures barely reaching above freezing when you add on the effect of the wind. And then that high pressure does eventually, we think, relinquish its grip, and perhaps Friday night into Saturday we'll see that disruption with a spell of rain and some hill snow. There's more on the website.